Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Weigh In Wednesday. This is week 25. This week was a very good week for a number of reasons. Um, Work was good. Things around the house have been good. My mood's been pretty good. Um, so just life in general. Things have been going pretty well. I had Monday off, which I didn't even realize it was President's Day. So that was a nice little boom. And had a very good day today at work. I had a chance to give a presentation on boundaries, which was it was an interesting topic, considering the audience that I was working with and that it was new material that I had put together. So um, challenging, but the feedback was good. So that was a nice little. I'm terrible at judging myself on the quality of my work. I usually think it's subpar or mediocre. So that was a good thing. Um, Now for the weekend eating, that went well. I really got back to the basics after last week. Not even weighing because I was so all over the map. I didn't want to, torture myself with that. I got back onto the wagon of fruits, veggies, lean protein, brown grains, all that happy horse shit. And I was meal prepping pretty much every single night. Now I have the kind of schedule where I'm a 9 to 5er, Monday to Friday, and then I get home. And usually Mark's not home because he works in a restaurant and the hours are later. We only see each other on 2 nights a week, like during where it's like dinner time. So I prep when I get home and then have it on hand for later. So I'm not at 11 o'clock at night going through the fridge going, God, I'm starving. What do we have? I prepare the food when I'm not exactly hungry. And it's easier for me to then pick, well, these are quality ingredients. This sounds like it'll be good. This is good with that. That's enough protein. That's probably enough fat to make me full. That's enough fiber to keep things going in the right direction. So that's been helpful also, having the food prepared. I prep some stuff for like the whole week, like chicken, or I've tried prepping rice. I never eat it fast enough and it smells funky like so fast. So I don't prep grains too much, but meats I'll do. For whatever reason they hold. So activity was I've been working out a little bit with Mark, but otherwise not very much really. The weather here's been up and down. It was 75 today and it's supposed to have a wintry mix tomorrow. So yeah, figure that out. So my exercise has been, I would say, nowhere near where it was. I used to be doing a lot more than I am right now. Warmer weather's coming, so that's a bit of a motivation. I do like to be outside when I'm exercising because mentally that's good for me too, to be in the sun and bright lights and stuff like that. So looking forward to that. But in the time being, I'm barely doing shit. I can't lie. So to the numbers. Last week there was no weight. For the sake of my mental health and not getting in a habit of getting back on and off the scale to see if it changes, I decided just not to weigh. The week before that, my weight was 197. So, and then after a rough week of eating, like I said, I didn't get on the scale last week. And then I just got on the scale after I got out of the shower and I was 194. So over the last 2 weeks, I lost 3 pounds, which is very exciting. I'm very happy about that. Again, I felt good, so I felt in a good place, like I could get on the scale and I could emotionally handle the results. You got to be in a pretty fragile spot if the number on the scale fucks with your head. Um, and weight loss journeys are emotional journeys. I think they are for a lot of us. Now, granted, you can hate yourself a lot and still lose weight. You can love yourself a lot and lose weight. You don't have to, you know, it doesn't have to be for good reasons. There's plenty of people that hate themselves to death and they still, get down to a good BMI. So, this journey doesn't have to be a positive one, but it's so nice when it is. And so I'm glad it's gotten back in that direction this week. And that brings the total weight loss. My starting weight was 272. So that brings it down to 78 pounds, I guess. And this has been 10 months, I believe. This will be 10 months. If we get into April, that'll be a full year that I've been doing it. So considering my age, the fact that I'm kind of fighting off some large doses of medications that I take, which can affect allegedly metabolism, definitely appetite. That's not alleged. I can tell you firsthand. That shit makes you hungry. So, considering that I'm fighting all that stuff off and still putting the work in, I'm pretty happy with how things are going. You know, I didn't have a deadline where I said I need to lose this much weight by this amount of time. I was just going to do it till it was done. So, I'm very happy. The non-scale victory, not to be provocative, so I will speak in very PG terms. But and I think other people can relate to this, man or woman, during intimacy, um, I've been with Mark for about 4 years. And up until the last month or so, actually up until last week, that's what makes it this week's victory, there were still parts of my body he hadn't seen, that I still wore clothes, even with the lights off. And now there's not. The end. You can draw your own conclusions. I know I'm gay. Some people think it's gross. But you understand the feelings are the same, even if the situation is different, okay? The shame, I'm not even comfortable enough in my skin to be with the person I'm, with. That this person who loves me unconditionally, they're not going to understand this. They're not going to understand, sagging love handles. They're not going to understand saddlebags. Maybe if you're a woman, probably a guy too. They're not going to understand man boobs. They're not going to understand back skin. And they do. But if you're not comfortable enough to take off your clothes, you never find out. So that was a nice victory to have. So next week coming up, we'll see. We'll see if it snows tomorrow again. And just looking forward to another good one. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch up with y'all soon. Incidentally, if anybody can fill me in on this, these videos don't get watched too much, but people tend to watch more of the video, I guess. The first video on my channel is my 1,500 calorie diet. It's like, I don't know, 40 pounds in 4 months or something. That has an obscene number of views for how awful I think the video is. It was the first one I shot. I think I used the autocorrect for the shakes. It was coming in out like this the whole time. And I don't see the appeal. My other videos have a decent number of views considering how small the channel is right now. I'm fine with that. But that one has a lot, and I can't figure out why. So if you have more insight, if you're much more in tune with this and have a better insight than I do, which you probably do, let me know. I'd be curious. So that's all, aside from soliciting your free advice. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with y'all soon. Please subscribe. Bye.